What is the date today? I forget.
The
10th.
9th.
9th. No, it's not the 9th.
It's not the 9th?
Definitely not the 9th.
Are you sure? That's what I put on there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not the 9th. I think it's the 10th.
You're right. It is the 10th. Yeah, we're arguing online. Yep, you're live.
Perfect. Good evening,
It is
everyone.
the 10th.
It is the 10th. I
Yes.
thought it was.
You know, your daughter-in-law's birthday's tomorrow.
Amy? I guess she's the only one I got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for throwing that wrench right in there for me. Good evening, guys. It is Tuesday the 10th, and we are rolling live again on Facebook. If you guys are seeing this after the 10th, you're probably seeing it on YouTube, assuming that we...
The 10th.
Assuming that we are able to save it on the phone. Last couple ones, it's been kind of iffy. Anyway, but I hope you guys are doing well. We're rolling along over here. Business is good. We got lots of things going on. We got some projects that we're working on. A special project you guys will, that Vicky, exclusive Vicky project that you guys will see probably next week, I would assume. And we're moving forward on her table. Tomorrow you'll see a little demo with me doing just a quick little demo. And anyway, we've got some great things going on. So,
First of all, how's the sound? I want to make sure
right.
I put the right mic out there. Lyndon's here. Hi, Lyndon.
Hey, Lyndon. We've got new microphones on order, but they haven't come in yet. So hopefully this is working, but if it's not, let me know and I'll
Okay,
I'll put it on.
no mic. Vicky sounds good. Eric sounds far away.
Uh-oh.
All right, I might have given you the wrong one.
Could be.
Let's try the different mic.
Let's swap them out. This worked last week when we did it.
Go ahead and put it on your shirt.
All right, guys, is that better? Vicky actually likes it the other way, where I'm more muted.
I don't like the way you put it on your shirt.
Well, how, you want me to get some Scotch tape or hot glue or a staple? How would you like me
How
to
about
do
we
it?
just punch it right into it?
Good evening, guys. All right, so we're going to get into this. Hopefully the sound is better now.
Much better. So that's, which one is that you have? Let's check.
I think you said it's
That's
number 2 or number 1, I guess.
Number 2.
Okay,
remember
number
that.
2 is
Number
the
2.
best. Okay, got it. All right, so
Hi, Danny.
first things first, I've got a big thank you because I got a surprise package in the mail the other day from Mr. Bob Hatch, who is back in Freiburg, Maine. And Bob is such a great guy. He's been following us for like 8-9 years, like since the very early days.
Doug Powell says Star Bond it to you.
Yeah. And look what he sent me. He sent me this big old T-square that he uses on Bob. If you guys don't know, go look at the sign covers of the day stuff, and you'll see Bob Hatch. He makes big signs. He makes small ones too. But he says this is really handy for him when he's making big signs. So he wanted to send this as just kind of a thank you. And I was just really humbled, surprised, and grateful. So I called him on the phone. But anyway, I love it.
Sorry.
It's really cool. And actually, I actually used it. What are you doing?
Well, you've got it like...
That's really brave of you when I'm holding this in my hand. Anyway, I actually used it. The day that he sent it to me, I used it. I had a big project that, it wasn't a sign, a big project that I was doing out there that it really came in handy.
Danny Meadows said I use one always on my big projects.
Yeah, it's very, very handy. So thank you again, Bob Hatch. And if you guys don't know, Bob has got he's like a poster boy for success. He,
Oh, there he is. Hi, Bob.
Bob's here. Hey. Yeah, definitely go check Bob out. And that guy is he's just so fantastic at what he does.
He sounds good. He sounds great, but that did nothing for his looks, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. So anyway, yeah, Bob Hatch has an amazing niche, the hunting and fishing community, and anyway, go ask Bob. But I would love to get him on a Zoom interview because I think you guys could learn a lot from him. I think we all could. But Bob is amazing. So thank you again, Bob, since you're here. Secondly, I got an email from Basilio Hernandez. I think he's fairly new, and he sent me some pictures, and he was a little nervous about doing the router housing modification, and so he sent me some really good pictures of what he did. Let me put them in order here. I should have had them in order already. So here's what he did.
I thought you were ready to go.
I am ready to go.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't give me no guff. Anyway, so what he did, he used the hacksaw, and Dad's done a video where he used a hacksaw as well. So this is I just moved it, didn't I? That's the first picture, and I can't see what it is. So there is what it looks like when it's all done. But the way he set it up, he put it, I'm way out of, he put it on some 2x2s, and then that kind of made it stable and would allow him to kind of hold it in place and use the hacksaw. And that's what he ended up with. And that's the final version, which you've already seen that picture. Yeah, it worked out really well. So it looks like he did it on the concrete in his driveway or something. But anyway, so if you guys get nervous about the modification on your palm router, remember, you don't have to have a drill press and do it fancy the way Dad does. You can do it with a hacksaw. And so I really appreciated Basilio sending me those pictures because it really came out nice. So you guys don't be nervous. And for those of you that are you're using the palm routers, but you don't have a modified opened up in the back, ask the guys that did it and see what their opinion is. I wouldn't even consider using a palm router without it opened up in the back. It just makes a huge difference for me.
You guys are going to see Eric in different light. I'm playing with their light. I'm trying to get it so it's not, I don't know, it looks weird.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you play with the lights. So that was the first thing. Second, or that was the third, I guess. Second, I got an email from Joe. And this is a little bit long, but I'm going to read it out because there's a reason for it. It says, I want to create a zero clearance sled for my new miter saw. I want the sled to have minimized tear out as well as provide support for the 6-foot cedar fence boards from Lowe's. And I'm thinking it would be nice to have movable stops on the sled so I can quickly cut signs into 3 categories: 3 foot, 2 foot, and 18 inches. One idea is to route the top of the sled fence and install a T-slot track. I'm curious to know if you've made a fence sled for your miter saw and your thoughts on my ideas and regarding my proposed sled. One side will be a couple of inches beyond 3 feet, but how long does the sled have to be on the side that supports the rest of the cedar board? For example, if I want to cut an 18-inch board, whoa, that was dramatic. If I want to cut an 18-inch board from a 6-foot board, there's going to be 4.5-foot board left on one side of the saw. So
Nope.
I started to chuckle when I started to read this. Guys, I answered Joe, but basically, if you want to do something like this, I'm not your guy. I'm a sign maker. I don't have anything fancy. You guys have a lot more fancy jigs and setups and stuff in your shop than I do. I can almost guarantee that. This is something that, you would see one of the really good woodworkers out there that do all kinds of cabinetry. Maybe Mark the Wood Whisperer or Matt Cremona or Jay Bates or Izzy Swan or whatever. You would find this kind of thing. So Joe, I just answered Joe and say, Joe, you're talking to the wrong guy. This is just not my thing. I think it's great. Before I would attempt this, I would pay somebody to do it for me. I think it's a great idea. Sounds like a cool design, but I don't have the time, and it's just not my thing. I just don't spend a lot of time on setups doing stuff like this. My dad now has tendencies to do stuff like this. He just doesn't get to it very often. But so, if you guys have questions and concerns in regards to making signs or, sign setups or layout or, my normal stuff, I am more than happy to, share whatever experiences I have. But this is just so if you guys are looking for, me to give you advice on the perfect, plans for building a bench, a workbench, or you guys know I use the Harbor Freight benches. There's a reason I use those, because I don't have.
Hester said, "What's up, E?"
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing, buddy? So I use Harbor Freight benches. I use stuff that I can buy and set up. My miter saw, I just have the stops on the actual miter saw. And that's it. I didn't build a big fancy thing, bench top for it. I think those things are fantastic. I think they're great, but that's just not what I do. So I just answered Joe back and I said, go check out, you could probably type in to YouTube, type in the perfect miter saw bench and find 100 different videos of guys that go into all the details and the best setups for your miter saw. I know that there's tons of them out there because I've seen them and I always admire them, but not to the point where I'm going to do it. It's just not my thing. So if you, if you, especially you new people that not sure of my content and what I do, but that is definitely cabinet making and bench making and that kind of stuff. It's just not my thing. There's just tons of other people that are doing it and they're great at it, and that's just not where I go. I'm working on signs and sign related stuff. So
my stuff isn't signs.
No, it isn't. But well, do you? Yeah, no, your stuff isn't signs, but you don't do the signs, and I don't necessarily get into the resin unless it's on a sign. So, we do two different things, and I kind of stay in my lane. I really do. I like to expand that from a sign making standpoint and learn new things and new techniques, maybe new tools or whatever. But I stay in that lane. That is my lane. Glenn
Showalter put a video on sled making.
Oh, see?
The link. There you go.
There you go. There's some really, really talented guys out there on YouTube that do amazing things.
So Bruce Peters said, "Wish I would have opened my base sooner than I did. Probably best tip ever suggested up to that point. Yes, modify the base carvers." Thanks,
Bruce. I appreciate that. So anyway, I've said enough on that. So the next is I got an email from Keith Davenport. And Keith says, does the mobile-friendly version of your website have the shortcut to your Amazon store? So you guys know if you go to the website on your PC, on your computer, it looks like this, something akin to this. But it doesn't look like that if you're going on your mobile phone. It looks like that. And so, and I talked about this the other day, but I can't remember when. If you go to your mobile phone and you bring up our website, it's going to look something like that. And so half of the stuff on the side is gone. But what you do is if you turn your phone sideways, all of a sudden it looks kind of like that again if you turn it sideways. Someone actually had to tell me that.
I was gonna say,
yeah, someone told us that, like, I don't know, a month or two ago. It's like, how stupid was that? I just didn't. All I needed to do is turn my phone sideways. So anyway, if you turn your phone sideways, it should look similar to this. It is a little cramped, a little more cramped than this. But if you go down on the left-hand side, down below here, you just scroll down, you'll see this, and there's a link to the Amazon store there.
Hold on, I'm not sure.
So this is again, it would look similar to that.
Nothing but glare.
Oh, sorry. It would look similar to that. Scroll down, there's our Amazon link, and then down, I tried to do a screenshot, and there's our link to our eBay store, our international eBay global shipping program.
Pam said her Android doesn't do that. Well, you need an iPhone, Pam. Gary Litchfield says his won't do it on his Android either.
Really? See, I've never used an Android phone, so I don't know. I just assumed the smartphone, any of the smartphones would work. So in that instance, I'm not sure what you do with the Androids, guys. I just don't know. I know on an iPhone, it definitely does it on the iPhone. But here's the thing you might do too. Go to the search window. I'm just spitballing here. Go to the search window or go clear to the bottom and see if you see something in the bottom in the site map for the Amazon store link or the international. You might find it in the site map at the very bottom.
Leonard Davis says, I just did it online.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It says his Android, it says turn on the option to auto rotate. Yeah.
Oh.
See, that's the thing. If you don't auto rotate, it won't make a difference whether you turn it sideways or not. But
really?
If it's on auto rotate, as you're turning it, it flips.
I don't know anything about these stupid phones. I just, I didn't even know there was an auto rotate button.
Yeah.
But there's, about 1,000 buttons I don't know about. But anyway, so sorry for you guys with the Androids but that's what I would suggest is go to the search window up here, or go to I guess it would be like that. Go to the search window and type it in there, or go clear to the bottom to the site map and see if you can find it that way.
Troy Figgins said just Google make a wood sign Amazon store. There you go.
Yeah, you could do that.
Gary Litchfield says I have auto rotate on mine, still doesn't do it.
Now I know that I know what the address is. It's Amazon.com / make a wood sign, I think, or is it shop before that? Might be. I think it's / shop.
Okay, Bruce,
yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. Jamie McCord said also I think in the browser menu there is an option for desktop version. Can't look up now. Kicks me off. Live. Bruce Peters said, just speaking from my heart, answering your request when you said to ask anyone what they think about the modified router base plate. Yeah, when he made the comment about he wished he had done it sooner.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that, buddy. Actually, the demo that you'll probably see tomorrow, Bruce, I'm using a piece of that sassafras that you sent me a couple years ago. I forgot how nice that stuff carves. It actually carves really well. If you guys ever get a chance to try sassafras, it looks like oak or ash. It has that kind of a grain pattern to it, but it's like half the weight. It's not near as solid and heavy as oak is.
Frank said, I use only Android. I live in the dark side of life.
So, let's see. What else did I have on there? I guess, we'll get right into we've got a couple announcements. Oh, by the way, guys, we're still looking for more people that want to be part of the Christmas exchange if you're a Minions member. So send Vicki an email if you want details on it. We've got some people in there, but we need more. So if you guys want to be part of that Christmas exchange, Matt Bay did a great job putting a little post on there yesterday, I think. But definitely, we want you as part of the exchange. I think it's going to be so much fun. So, let's do it. Come on. Here we go. Steve Amos, a 10 by 24, and he used one-shot paint. Perfect timing for Thanksgiving. Some really nice artwork on there, Steve. Great job, buddy. This one is kind of wacky. Tim Graves, this is for his son's D&D screen art, which I think is Dungeons and Dragons, I'm guessing. He just said D&D, so I'm assuming. My grandson's kind of into that stuff. Tim did this on 1/4-inch plywood and hand painted all of it. The lettering is a piece of inlaid walnut, but it's quite a design. Anyway, good job, Tim. Terry Moore. So this one's got a really cool story. Terry did this from a pencil sketch of his brother and his brother's best friend before they went off to Vietnam in 1967. Both of them came home and still love flat track racing. But this is kind of a portrait of the two of them. That is just so cool. What a great story. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Carrie Silk, first sign ever. This is for his grandson, 4 years old, and
Star Wars fan.
I think Carrie might be from overseas because he said the way he described it is his grandson is mad keen on Star Wars. Oh. So it sounds like a UK thing. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, for a first sign, great job, Carrie. I love it. Christopher Haynes. Been watching for a few years. First time he sent in a SCOTD. This is for his daughter. She helped him do some of the carving, actually.
Bruce Peters says, a friendly warning to anyone who carves sassafras. You may want to have some ice cream handy.
Ron Osterman.
Hey, I recognize that.
Fifth sign.
I made that template for him.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that one you made for him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, came out good. So,
good job.
Very nice. Great job, Ron. It's just a block letter, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Andy Anderson over in Scotland.
Oh, wow.
So
nice.
the wood is called Hevea. Hevea. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but he said it's the rubber tree. That's the wood that comes from, that these come from. And he used a carving liner, a profile bit, and a 90. Very nicely done, Andy. Beautiful work, buddy. Very nice.
Why ice cream, Bruce?
Sassafras is... Sassafras is almost like a root beer.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he said that because of like a root beer float.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, the praying hands are not on the website.
The praying hands aren't?
I don't think so.
It's part of the Christian set, right?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I think look in the Christian set, guys. I think the praying hands are in the Christian set. I thought. Okay. Donald Spicer.
Because it was so fragile.
Huh.
That's why I put it in the stencil. Anyway, it could be.
This is Donald Spicer's new logo and his shop sign. I used a teak round from Lowe's, which, that's obviously, well, not obviously. They don't have teak rounds at my Lowe's down here. For sure. That's gorgeous. Teak is kind of tricky, though. They say that teak is really bad for router bits because it grows in water. It has a lot of sand in it. Kenneth Scott. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any notes on this at all. Kenneth just sent me the pictures, but nice job, Kenneth. Good job. I don't know if this is his first signs or what, but well done, Kenneth. And last but not least, second sign ever. John Castevens.
Wow, very nice.
For a second sign, and obviously it doesn't look like it's that big. I don't have a size on it, but based on his hand there, doesn't look like that it's that big. So that's some pretty top fine detail in there. Very nicely done, John. Great job. All right, guys. Any
Somebody
questions?
said that was in a Christian set. I don't remember it being in a Christian set. I thought it was too fragile, but I could be wrong.
Somebody else said it was?
Somebody, Pam Berry.
I was thinking that it was, but I might be wrong. I don't know. So, couple announcements. Yeah. So if you guys want to be part of that Christmas exchange, we're doing the drawing on Saturday. So
Leonard Davis says, I'm going to Lowe's Thursday. I know what I'm going to look for. Teak?
oh, the teak rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have them here. The only rounds they have here are, they're like pine, like a bad grade of pine, honestly. Not
See, Gary said it's not in a Christian set.
no.
Hi, Melinda. No, see, I because it's for a 3.5-inch template.
Yeah,
It's just the hands and the
just kind of falls apart.
So that's why I did it in a stencil. Anyway.
Huh. Okay. I stand corrected. Okay, so yes, be sure and get your name into Vicky, or if you have any questions on it, email Vicky with davesigns@gmail.com.
Come on, Andy, you need to get into our gift exchange. Or
Andy.
Andy Littleton.
Oh, he's not in there yet?
No.
Oh, come on, Andy. Step up, man.
Step up, Andy. Frank's in.
Frank's in. Matt Bay's in.
Yeah. Who else is Jeff Dale?
I don't know. You've seen the list. I haven't seen it.
Pam Berry, Carrie Lambert.
Yeah, so we need some more.
Jamie McCord.
We need some more people in there in that.
Just an idea for the exchange, maybe match countries international, so to help with shipping. So far, we haven't had anybody international interested. And then, what if we get somebody like I have a gentleman in Iceland, and how do I put them with somebody in Canada? Anyway.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, if you're gonna, we'd love to have some international people, but you guys have to, hey, you have to understand, you have to help out with the shipping costs.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Put people, that are in international, but even still.
Together, you mean?
Yeah, but it's still, if you've got Iceland and Canada.
Yeah, it's still Australia and, Norway.
Yeah. How many do we have? I think there's like 12 or 13.
Yeah. So I'd like to see 20 or 30. But, so we only got a few days.
Donald, yes, email me, Donald.
Cool. Yeah, I'd love to see a whole bunch of them in there.
Danny, just tell them you weren't able to spray it. Danny says, I'm afraid I won't be able to spray the clear and get a finished product to join the gift exchange.
Well, there's no time limit. This is it's a Christmas thing, but here's the deal. If it doesn't go till after Christmas,
Terry, you gotta make. Terry says, anyone have a sign I can buy for a gift exchange? No, Terry.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
So here's the deal with me, guys. I know I had asked on Saturday morning if I should go in on it, if you guys had any objections. If it's an odd number, I will put my name in to make it an even number. If it's an even number, I will not.
So we got to have an odd number so Vicky can get in there, or we're gonna, if it's we need Vicky in there. So then we'll find somebody and we'll hammer them to get in on the group. Anyway, so before we leave, I want to definitely say thank you to all the veterans. Tomorrow's Veterans Day.
No mail, by the way.
No mail tomorrow. And I just want to say a big thank you to all the veterans out there and all that you've sacrificed and your family has sacrificed for us. Past and present veterans, we love you all.
I don't know. We haven't talked to Ryan about it.
No, we haven't. I know. I think Matt said something on Facebook about it, but I don't know. I'll ask him. Maybe I'll force him into it. I'll put the guilt trip on him. And let's see. Oh, don't forget, Black Friday sales coming. And you guys will hear more details on that probably next week. So, anything else?
Your dad's snoring.
Yeah, Dad's over there sleeping in his recliner. We got the fire going. It's been chilly out here the last couple of days. Froze, actually.
Did it
It actually froze this morning.
My
Yeah, and the
arch
last
is
2 days.
frozen.
Yeah, last 2 days it froze and it hailed. for a few minutes. Anyway.
Frank says, my honor and pleasure to have served our great nation. Somebody else, Jeff Dale says, go Navy. Let's see. Wait a minute. John Hall says, my pleasure and honor to have served.
Well, thank you, gentlemen and ladies that served and are still serving.
Charlie Wooster says, hoo-ah.
Yeah.
Vicky, Scott says, use Vicky, say she won't get in if he doesn't. Oh.
Huh?
When you're talking to Ryan, use if.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll use that as leverage. See. Yeah.
Hold on. Danny Meadows said I served 78 to 82. Robert Ledlow, I came in late, but was wondering if we all had a chance to mention the rigid R 2401 for $99 with a sander.
You know, I didn't mention that, Robert, right?
Yep.
Robert Ledlow. Yeah, so, in case you guys don't know, the rigid router, the 2401 at Home Depot is normally $100. But it's on sale. I don't know what the dates are, but if you guys are looking for one, it comes now for $100 with a sander. Bob was telling me, or Robert was telling me about that. Wrote me an email. So Ledlow, yeah. So if you guys are in the market for a R2401,
Christmas gift.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good little router. It's a good router. All right, guys, that is it, guys and gals. We're going to get out of here and let you guys go on with your evening. Thanks so much. You guys will see, hopefully you'll see a little demo video tomorrow morning. It's uploading as we speak, but I'm thinking that it'll be done by 3:30 in the morning, and then we'll be back on Thursday. We'll be back here Thursday evening. I got some more stuff I'm already setting up. By the way, on the SCOTDs, guys, send me pictures. My stack is getting real low. So send me pictures of your projects. I'm going to take off the 1 month thing. And let's say if you haven't sent me something in the last couple weeks, go ahead and send me some pictures. All right, we're out.
Bye, guys.
That's
Have
it.
a great evening.
We'll talk to you later, guys.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.